League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
A quick throw outside by Locke. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
1st down, Lions.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And the Lions.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, Fournette going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage as he'll wind up losing a yard on the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 25. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. So that'll back them up 5. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got his target. That's more. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First down, Detroit.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. On 2nd and 9, Locke. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll try to run this one in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Rosa set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, who probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They toss it out right to Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
He was brought
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota, the Panther rush, too strong. They get there and take him down. Chase Young in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
3rd down.
Third and long here for Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Lions' 47-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Jalen Smith tied for 6th in the NFL in tackles last year, in on the stop there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard pick.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
For the running back.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Third and 12.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And the Lions first down.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Detroit.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Mariota's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Mariota on 3rd and 2. The open man is Smith. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup.
First down, Lions.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 5, 2nd and 4. A handoff to Fournette, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Mariota. This is caught. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Forced out to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Here's Mariota. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing, Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles about the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
29-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 29, Locke. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
He's across midfield.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From just shy of midfield, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the first down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now a handoff looking right. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Duvernay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Mariota. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. On second down, here's Fournette. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 27-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down right around the 25. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3-yard line.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Locke. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Mariota now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. To the air again, Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check it back.
To throw Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. $11 yards there and a Lion first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
First down, Lions.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mariota on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Andy Lee.
Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. On the return, Johnson. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
3rd down.
Mariota to throw it this time. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13
yards. And the Lions 1st down.
One last shot now for Mariota. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And incomplete. He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters